Well, hello there. Howdy, folks. Okay, not financial advice, educational purposes only. Have fun. Your own risk. Righty. Let's go through our daily chart. This is exactly what I had expected. I knew, and I'm not going to say I knew, but I had a very strong inkling if you watch the previous streams. Once we made this higher high, swept it again, displaced below this with this candle here, making this a market structure shift. This was your strong overlapping PD array breaker. Okay, and then I had a feeling that we would either use this to then go lower, or if we wanted to continue higher, we would have just continued the structure likewise. But since we've started respecting it and trading lower, we're clearly in a market maker model, and possibly to some of these lows. Okay, so definitely next target would be here. Large in efficiency with a low. Looks clean. Just want to quickly check that weekly candle. Okay, yeah, we're in a weekly fair value gap, so that might trump that in a sense that like might not need to get down here because it's already got down to where the weekly was and a daily, and it's in the overlapping PD, right? Okay, because this is all the order block, so it's touched the weekly order block, hasn't it? To summit, yeah, it's touched the weekly order block, daily fair value gap, weekly fair value gap, has done another sweep on previous week's low and Tuesday. So could this be making Wednesday low of the week? Or are we due to trade lower to further objectives? Okay. News for today, only orange. So there's not much to pay attention to. That's fine. YM bullish daily. Yeah. Oh yeah, so today it opened up and it clearly took those lows which we were looking for on DXY. Bonds have a nice relative equal high above in a clear market maker model that's bullish. Treasury looks bearish. It's respecting bearish PD arrays. Higher time frame, that is. Okay, let's drop down. Let's check out hourly objectives. So where are we? Wow, look at this drop. Okay. Jeez. 15-minute. Okay, 15-minute structures. What do I want to say about this? I want to say bearish, and well, obviously bearish, but I want to say that it's likely that we might not sweep here because we don't have a red news event at 9:30. Yeah, so we only have 9:30 open. We don't have a news event at 10 or any other time. This did already touch back into this range. Okay, premium. It dropped on the 15-minute. This candle closed bearish, sort of confirming this as an order block. So then once we dig back into this zone here, this should hold and respect price. If we do sweep this high, that's fine. But I think it's more unlikely. I think it's more likely that we just trade lower and take the low instead. So that would be my sell side. And then obviously I want sell side from here, so that I know where we are in relation to the left side of the chart. Where did my... Okay, that's fine, that works now. Yeah, 8:30 opened above us. Midnight is way above. So we have to consider, is this an extremely bearish day? Like, is it likely to continue through AM and PM, or are we likely to see that the range has already been reached through standard deviations? I don't actually really use standard deviations, but maybe I could. Let's see what... There's a reverse, but there we go. Reverse was already on, so we've hit a -4. -5 would be like the sell side. Okay, so it's roughly that much gap extra. So maybe like that. That's -5. Okay. It's just that waiting game. Alright, 9:30 opens in 5 minutes roughly. I'm gonna quickly go over now the opening range gap that we're gonna have. If we have one, let's see. Oh, we are gonna have a gap. Oh boy. Oh no, this is dangerous. Okay, so. Whoa! Hey yo, what's up, Liquidity King, bro? Sorry, I didn't see the message before. Big ups. Man like Ross. Hey, we have the fattest gap I've seen in a while. And then just to quickly check where the end dogs and end walks are. Okay. Damn, son. The opening range gap, bro. So if you, I don't know if you've checked it ever before, but in the bottom right hand corner, if you click regular trading hours, you'll see from 4:15, I think it's like the settlement time, that's what they call it, to when 9:30 opens, that gap is used to like tell you some things about price, and then you can use that gap as like some kind of measuring method of seeing how bearish or how bullish price can be. You look at obviously the quadrants and the midpoint. I'd say it's fairly helpful. Like most of the time the gaps aren't that big, but this one is really important because yo, if I show you um okay, look at this gap, yeah? So I'll show you all the gaps usually in size. So that was yesterday's gap. The gap before then was very similar in size. I'm not going to draw it, but you can visually see it from there to there. It's almost the same. The next gap was no gap. Next gap was no gap. Fair, that's an okay size. And then look at now. This is now's gap compared to them other gaps, bro. And like you'll see in time, if I just scroll back here, look at how often we get a gap like that. We don't, bro. Okay, here we got a big one. Oh yeah, forgot about that. Wait, are we to? Oh no, we're quite far away from that. I'm not too sure. ICT has never really said exactly like more things you can do with that kind of data, knowing the gap size. But I assume that, mate, because you know how he can use like central bank dealers range, and then there's the flout, or is it float? I think it's float, or it might be flout. I'm not sure, but he uses one. It's for forex, anyways. But he uses that to determine whether the session is sort of tradable. So he'll say that, let's say the central bank dealers range, if the central bank dealers range is more than 40 pips in size, he won't trade the London session, for example, because obviously it's done too much of an expansion, or it's just unfavorable conditions or something. It's essentially I'm recalling it now. He described it as there's if there's too much range, the market hasn't been allowed to build up liquidity, which then makes the session lower probability, right? Like it hasn't been allowed to accumulate on both sides. But we'll see. We'll see. So there's that little minus. Sweet. It's like your ICT brain and your retail logic brain are always fighting, or mine is, against each other. Because I see this now as like, since we opened, we are just so bearish. Like, I could see a scenario where we just continue to drop, but then I would much rather see us trade back up as a reversal or a retracement. We'll see. What is it? I think it's dependent on the higher time frame PD raise that we touch, and we have actually touched higher time frame PD raise because we've touched a weekly fair value gap. We've got a weekly order block here. We've got a daily fair value gap that we're in. Okay. And then, I mean, if you just refine it, then there is that 4-hour low, big 4-hour gap. So it's possible. The daily at 200 marked. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, same. Yeah, I think we can touch that. It. Oh wait, so here we go. 9:30 opened. Yeah, let's check it, bro. Okay, so that's officially what it is. It actually gapped a little bit further. And so one of the things I remember specifically about this now is that however, how we treat this gap dictates how the likelihood of whether we're more bearish or more bullish for the day, and what you could expect as an expansion. So let's say we open with a fair size gap, not maybe this big, but you know, fair size. If we then only trade up to like a quarter and then continue to break down with confirming structure, that his words was, and I can't remember exactly where he said this, but it might have been 2023 mentorship. His words was that this signifies a larger expansion day, so you could look for more targets lower, essentially, than what you expect. And then obviously the more it retraces, the less likelihood that it's as bearish as it was before. But essentially it is still a gap, so it could fill it all and then continue lower. That's like the main points to use with this. Takes out the low and a 4-hour tap too. Yeah, so bro, we're literally on the same page. This is good. Okay, so we saw a very similar thing. But yeah, I don't know. It depends. Like, obviously now, if we get a structure right that does this, then I guess we kind of have to just leave that alone, and not try and expect that it's gonna do this. We could. Oh, bro, look at YM, man. Yo, no. What is it doing, bro? Yo, YM is actually crazy, bro. I swear. Yo, if you just jump on 9:30 opens. Let me see. This happened yesterday as well. 9:30 open. Didn't it? Yeah, 9:30 open. You could have just rode it all. What about the day before? The day before weren't great. Okay. Yeah, for sure, for sure. That's like my main thing. I think my strength in trading personally is that I've found that I can be very flexible in that I can think it's bearish, but I will not hold on to this bias that this sell side needs to get hit before I take a long, because before I used to do that, and then sometimes it would, you know, miss it and then go higher, likely because there's either a higher time frame PDA that is already touched into and it doesn't have to go lower, but then I would usually miss out on a move. So now I'm very flexible with what price gives at it. So yeah, if we do get a market structure shift, some kind of bullish displacement, candle closures, then I kind of just leave this idea of sell side and I'll trade it up. yeah, switching bias. Because yeah, having an initial bias is good. Like, you kind of have to have that initial bias of what you think. But to be able to see that there is potentially always both sides of the market and how you would respond to each scenario, I think that's what kind of is important. So then you don't get caught off guard because, yeah, if it did start going higher and you haven't considered the opportunity that maybe it wants to, you know, I don't know, premium, take the high, touch midnight, then you might just still try and force that sell, which I've done too many times. Okay, this is good. This is good. We're getting some. Do we have SMT with YM? No. Oh, bro, we've got crazy SMT, you know. So ES is nowhere near as low as NQ right now, which is basically saying that NQ is the weaker pair. Oh yeah, look. As ES made higher highs, NQ didn't. Hmm. NQ was the weaker yesterday. Oh yeah, for sure, I see that. Yeah, yeah. Even some kind of like strange SMT going on. I think they're very out of sync right now. It's just what it looks like. I think the one time so I used to trade ES only, right? And then everyone started trading NQ, so I kind of jumped on the bandwagon. But the one time I kind of tried to do that, you know, dictate which is the relative strength leader, and then try and trade that. I don't know, like, bro, I got badly pillaged. So I only trade NQ now, NQ or nothing. I do think it's good though, like if you can recognize which one's stronger and then take that pair based on the direction, you should get a higher probability trade. Not too sure why I don't do it. Just because I think, yo, if we take the sell side now, this is really good because then we've tapped into all of our higher time frame PD rates. I mean everything, bro. We got we got two different dailies, we got a weekly, no, we got two different weeklies, two different dailies. We've got a 4 hour fair value gap, 4 hour low. We've hit discount of the market maker model, okay, from low to high. It's like if we go up now and show any kind of 15-minute structure or even, you know, whatever, bro, this could be a good high probability trade back into this dealing range, premium, fill in the gap. Only sell side was offered below midnight, below 8:30. Just everything's lining up, bro. Come on. Sometimes, oh, here's one other little tip I'd say with regular trading hours. Yeah, um, I can't remember when this exactly happened, but so here, right? Let's say you see how here. Oh no, that's a bad example. It just literally give me like a minute to find a good example. Okay, this might do for a decent example. It's a bit, might be a bit tough to see, or I might not explain it too well, but I'll try and get as good as I can. So see, this is buy side, right? If you saw this chart, you see this as, you know, it swept the low, then it swept the high, and then it continued lower type thing, right? Now, in here, let's actually check just to make sure. It did. So this is perfect, right? So you see, if you weren't on regular trading hours, this isn't buy side, bro. Because essentially what we're drawing is this high out over here. Now clearly it's already done it did a better high and a better sweep, right? So this, don't worry too much about this specific example, but see how like on the electronic trading hours it already ran that buy side. I've seen times where it's left equal highs, but you can only see them on regular trading hours. And when 9:30 opened, it opened like this, right? So imagine this high here was also here, and this was equal highs or something. Okay, you could only see it on regular trading hours. It would open, run this buy side, and then I've seen it drop lower, but you wouldn't see that if it was on regular, I mean electronic, because it had already done it, you know? Like it might have went up here, down, 9:30 opens, does a minor move, and then trades lower. But on that regular trading hours, it shows as it's swept. So I look for liquidity on regular trading hours too. Oops. Wow. Oh, so DXY is bearish too, bro. Or is that just a sweep? What is this? This is new. Bro, I'd never seen this ever. You can like check a stock screener now. Oh, that's mad. That wasn't on TradingView before. I remember specifically that wasn't on TradingView. They actually have a news tab? Huh? Wait. Okay, so yeah, I didn't know that was there actually. I need to get off Apple. Oh, Apple's looking bearish. Jeez. It's very high likelihood that sell side is getting taken now. So no trades Monday, no trades Tuesday. I'd say this isn't actually that typical. I can at least find somewhere between 2 to 4 setups a week, at 2 being the absolute minimum. I don't think I've taken less than 2 in a week, and they're usually on weeks so you can't trade most days, like a 3-day week or something. Today's a 5-day week. There we go. Come on. Market structure shift might be hard to get here since this high is so high up that it would need to do a sweep and then, like, do you see what I mean? So in terms of that, we might have to just use an inverse as a confirmation. Or if we just continue to sell. Hmm. I really wonder what some of the things that ICT won't tell us that he uses himself. Or do you even think that there is anything? I don't know. He put out a statement about his health recently. Look, I'm gonna be real, cause um, I get it. Like health complications ain't fun, and they can disrupt progress. But that can't. He cannot use that as an excuse. He just can't. He's too deep in this to say now that that was the reason why. He, no. Oh, he's got the account, as in like. So he agreed to some guy, Patrick Whelan, that he was going to pay him 500,000 or something if he didn't place top one. And I just bet that that's going to fall through because, you know, it's not even a contract. It's just a word of mouth, like, oh, I'll pay you type thing. Anyways, I might not. I might sue him, you know. I flip him would. Nah, maybe not. But um, it, he he gave the account ID to some guy called like Trades by Matt. So he can't have like made a new account type thing. He can't have blown it and then made a new account. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And look, if he don't win it, or if he doesn't do what he said he was going to do for percentage wise, he best at least have a fair percentage on the account. At least be up in profit. I don't want to see drawdown on that account. Otherwise, I'm gonna be a bit demoralized, bro. You know how much hate us ICT traders are gonna get? He's like representing us. He's pulling a Trump, but he's not. He's not living up to that. Hmm. Literally, he's making. Yeah. You imagine how rinsed we're gonna get anywhere we get. We're talking to people about ICT. If he shows an account with drawdown, bro, it's game over. We best just not identify as ITT. Also, yeah, here's some update. Oh no, no, yo, this is a mad conspiracy. So, um, take this with a grain of salt, bro. Like literally, this could be as fake as anything. Some people were posting on Twitter because I went down a rabbit hole. They found a guy that looks exactly like the assassination shooter at Trump's rally. Like, oh, I swear to God, he looks exactly like him. Not AI generated or nothing. At least I don't know. It didn't look like. And his name was like something Yormik, or he had some like Matthew Yormik or some weird name, yeah. And apparently this guy's gone completely off Google. Like, I don't know, bro. Nah, this is Buki actually. This is Buki. I'm not too sure what's going on. And he has like, he had some piercing or some kind of like the exact. Ah, it was just it's either such a weird coincidence that this random guy looks exactly like this shooter. He's gone missing, and all his details online have gone missing as well. Like he's not. You can't find anything. You try search up his name, it says Google, no results found. I don't know, man. Flipping out. They need to sort this out, bro. How's this world so flipping corrupt? You know what you'd think? You'd think the people that have no money would be the most corrupt in the world because they literally have nothing, so they're dangerous because they got nothing to lose and all to gain. And that is somewhat true. But how is it that the people that have everything are way more dangerous? How? If you had no money for food, yeah, you would do the maddest things to get that money for food, right? No matter what you needed to do, you would not let yourself die. Obviously, right? Human instinct. But yet somehow these people that have everything, they have no fears of anything related to survival. So no like human instinct necessities. And yet they're just able to commit some of the maddest things. Bro, we need to take this souls. What is going on? I still think it can get like swept. I still think that Souls are looking too obvious, bro. Um, we're kind of still respecting this 5 minute as an order block. This entire candle should be what holds us then to continue lower. Oh, bro, yeah, I would never long with that below. That has to get taken. This is it. Oh, there we go. It's got. It's been taken. Nice, lovely. Absolute dump. Well, we need to wait for confirmation, bro. Unless you're a total soup trader, bro. I'm not, bro. I'm not about that life, bro. I just checked. I just checked Tanja's stream. How is Tanja taking a buy? No, bro. Come on, man. Yo, yo, that's crazy, bro. Alright, nice, bro. Yeah, it was a good short. Like, um, down to that sell side, I'd say. I don't know how she's trying to buy that, bro. I think oh, she bought it on ES, but bro, the 15-minute wasn't even. Oh, it wasn't even confirmed, bro. No. Oh, that's so cringe. Bro, this is why I could never have faith in Turtle Soups. Imagine trying to buy that with like a. Yo, what? Like, where do you even put your stop loss? You kind of have to just guess or like have a certain risk in terms of pips, points. But this is good. This is good. Oh snap. Okay. Just need to check something to make sure I didn't miss out on a short there, because I'm not sure. Nah, not really. I didn't. But I mean, that 1 minute right there. But it, oh, you couldn't really have caught that. I mean, selling right as we're at sell side is just crazy. No, not really. If you expect it to go even lower, I suppose that's fine. Yeah, it wasn't my strategy. Okay, so I've seen her take, I think it's 3 or 4 losers in a row now. I think it's 3. Hmm. That ICT shout out, man. It's crazy. Do you know what? Someone asked. Yo, I'm a bait her out, you know. Someone asked her, um, oh, how are you a full-time trader? Do you know what she said, bro? She said, no, no, I'm not just a full-time trader. I make money off YouTube as well. Okay, fair enough. She's at least honest about it, but um, I remember back when she was only getting 2K viewers, she said when she was averaging about 2K viewers that she was earning £100 a day, $100 a day or something per stream. So, and then some of these times when she's had 3 or 4K, she must have like double some sort. So, um, how much would that equate to? Yeah, bro, she's collecting a bit of a bag, a rent bag, paying for her rent. She's got some new like rent studio place. Flipping break-even weeks, man, delaying my progress to my payouts. I've seen so much stuff about people on Twitter saying they're getting denied payouts from this firm and that firm, and then funding engineer just closed like a day or two ago, and bro, it's not looking good. Like, I'm not even sure what to think anymore. Like, we need personal accounts. Yeah, I've seen some people talking about top step. It is looking a little bit more bearish than we anticipated, I suppose. Um, that's why I'm trying to draw out now a PD array on the left. This, do you know how, bro? Look at this. This is crazy. So you remember when I was talking about? Okay, it's not confirmed yet. But if we do continue trading down, one way that we could have anticipated this was because of the retracement that we had into this gap was basically non-existent. Look, we traded like not even 5% of the gap, meaning from what ICT has said himself that is, you anticipate a more bearish day than you probably would have expected. So what are let me see some PD rays. It's 10. Wait, how did the 1 hour and 4 hour close? I didn't even check that. So 1 hour's opened, 4 hour. Okay, well these are my reclaimed order blocks. If we need to use them. Inverse close above the daily. Let me see. Yeah, we might want to touch the open of this order block, and then we might end up closing back up. It's what I'm thinking, maybe. But this is a heavy expansion down. It kind of makes you think that this market won't just stop here, you know, and go up. It's like it's trying to take these lows, is what I'm thinking. This is a large bit of accumulation, bro. I think there's a lot of good orders in here. That's what this is trying to get. I think our target should maybe, I'm not sure. Yo, you're trading this? Yeah, as in like well, I'm looking for a setup. I haven't got a setup yet, or like yeah, nothing's confirmed. I'm just kind of waiting. Definitely sure. Definitely sure. Since now ES has dipped back below, like closing strongly below this low as well. I think there is actually more objective lower. Reason being, yeah, is that if we were to create now this low of the week in here, not low of the week, but you know, like reverse here inside discount, you kind of would expect price to slow down as it gets there in terms of like this, right? So it would make some kind of high, maybe another high, so that it can create that like market structure shift, you know? Ain't even got to do that really, but are we really gonna try and predict? I don't know. Yo, LP, bro. Do you remember? I know. Okay, I remember saying about how we were like looking for bullish price action, yeah? Bro, these 4-hour charts on NQ are actually crazy. So with this in mind, you would have been bullish because of a nice bullish fair value gap. Nice displacement higher type thing. But then, bro, this 4-hour break. It's just a brick wall. Because I remember we were talking about something as price was coming up into here, and we were considering the idea of maybe either it continuing, or that this was more likely because that like display. Like I remember saying that I was definitely more bullish than bearish, but I was more cautious of the fact that this candle here is like a fat displacement, bro. I can't see this as just a sweep back into the range candle. Especially with hindsight now, like it definitely don't, and that's what I'm trying to say here now, is that this now doesn't look like it's just sweeping, trying to touch discount before a quick reversal. This looks like this is trying to explode. Well, this was the daily fair value gap, right? Daily order block. Um, tried to pick tops, so I just took the week off and assumed bullish. Yeah, that's calm. Very nice. I'm kind of hoping we close below this inverse here, this inverse area, because I've kind of merged two fair value gaps together. There's a very smaller one, and then this one here. In fact, if you use ICT's old reclaimed order block definition, this is actually a reclaimed order block. So yeah, but then this newer 2023 one I think is better. JNK, what's JNK, bro? You tripping, bro? You tripping, dog? Nah, joking. Let me actually type it up. Let me see what is. I never heard of that. Let's quickly check. I got the treasury bonds here. Start with the 4-hour. Okay, yeah, I remember saying, so that 4-hour equal highs is so obvious. Accumulation area too, so that makes it even better, right? Clear market maker model up to them highs. Hourly working inside of this dealing range. I don't think it would sweep that low. Nice 1-hour order block. 15 minutes swept. London pre-AM. Below midnight, below 8:30. Yeah, I think this goes higher. Like, to take that buy side. They offer higher yield and banks buy them massively when they need more yields to cover losses. Every time they run up, you get a crisis at the end. I never really understood the fundamentals behind bonds, or even like, well, let's check the treasury. Okay, so the treasury is definitely bullish. The 5-year. Oh, the whole world's about to explode, bro. That's where we're at. Do you notice how... Yo, I said this, yeah. Like, it's actually mad. Do you notice how this Trump assassination happened one day before the Euros? One day... Or was it on the day? The night before? It was literally... I swear that was planned, bro. As a distraction, so that then the entire world would be so consumed with that entertainment and it would make major headlines that it would kind of cover up. Oh, come on, there had to have been a different PDA. Let me just double check. Where did we close at? Who died in Europe? No one died in Europe, bro. I'm saying the assassination attempt of Trump was one day before, was the night before the Euro finals, the football, okay? So it's like just a coincidence, or is it a coincidence that this major event happened right before another major event that would kind of mask it and provide some coverage so that it wouldn't be so mainstream in the news? Do you get what I'm saying, bro? I don't know, just an observation. Nah, I don't. But here's the thing, bro. How do you know it's just, as in you're sounding a bit too confident about that, bro. Because you'd be surprised how these big news events work. You wait. First of all, do you believe mainstream news and mainstream media? Is that where you get your stuff? Because, bro, you can't be so. Don't be so naive in like I don't mean this disrespectfully, but really don't be so naive into thinking it's just some random kid that did a random act. Because a lot of things, bro, bro, nah, the kid does look bummy. Like, I have seen photos. I know what he's. I know a fair bit about it. But do you really think? Okay, what if it's not necessarily planned in the sense that, yo, bro, you're 20 years old. I'm gonna give you a gun. You need to go here. You need to do that. What if it's more so that like they just let it happen? You know, he doesn't have to be this mad trained assassin. He doesn't have to be this and that. But they kind of just let it happen to potentially, you know, there's too much evidence to suggest that that Secret Service didn't have enough coverage on what was going on. Like, as in, they didn't do their job correctly. There's no way the most yeah, the most intelligent and highest paid, or some kind of whatever the statistic was I read, but the most advanced, I think it was, they were saying, intelligence agency missed a slope roof. No way. Oh yeah, true, true. Oh, so we only got a sweep on ES actually. Oh my goodness. And then DXY, hmm, it's likely gonna take these two highs. So if DXY is short-term bullish, we should continue lower if the correlation is correct. Oh wait, what do you mean? Wait, take the summer off? Bro, to do what though? Do you know what I mean? We're just degenerates, bro. We just sit in our bedroom trading, bro. That's what we do. We're degens. Join us, bro. But how come you kind of want to do how come you kind of want to do that, bro? Is it, would you say it's like a fear-based response, or is it more just like, I don't know, like are you scared of losing your funded accounts or something? Because what's actually gonna happen? I don't know, like I don't know. I could fully get it if you were like trying to work on your psychology or better some kind of methodology or trading, particular skill, maybe entries, exits, or something like that. But, bro, I think you'll be calm, you know. You know what I actually think? I actually think you'll probably miss out on some of the best times ever for the next 4 years. I think you'll miss out, bro. But that's my personal opinion, and that's only really because, well, election is in like 100 and about 100 days or something, I think it was. So it's like almost 3 months. August, September, October. Okay, it's October. We see a crisis. How can you be so sure? Because then let's view the alternative here. I know you're saying you've seen your technical analysis and you've seen all this, but you can't just assume that you're right. As in, like, there's a possibility that you're wrong and that you might end up just sitting out this entire time. Oh, well, I suppose if you're paper trading, you're not really missing out, really. Bro, you're a bookie guy, you know. You can't say that, bro. You literally can't. Do you know what? I'm gonna have to completely battle you there because that is not the psychology professional traders have, you know. Like, I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm just saying you can't think like that. Cause if you knew 100, so if you know that for 100%, you best go tell your mom and dad to sell their house and put all the money into something, some alternative that's a safe haven that's going to benefit them completely. Bro, I- like if you were that confident, you would literally go take out a loan right now, swindle the bank, go say you're starting up a business, get a £50,000 loan to start a business, just dump it all into some gambling, not gambling, dump it all into some safe haven and watch your money triple or something. I learned an expression, yeah. So fundamentals drive the markets, technicals time the markets. Just think about that for a minute. I can't remember who exactly said that. It's some like really important dude. It might have even been ICT. I'm not sure. It actually might have been ICT. But here's the thing though, yeah. This is literally what if you I don't know if you've ever actually listened to Mark Douglas, but and when I say listen, I mean not just like 5 minutes. I'm talking about listen to everything he's got to say about it. He talks about this kind of scenario where people have this kind of mindset that they know exactly what's going to happen and they've done all their analysis. I swear down, it's like literally he says this. He says they've done all their analysis. In their mind, they can't be wrong. They're 100% right. Basically, what you're saying, that this needs to happen, and then something doesn't happen, they miss out. They take some loss or some mistake, and then that's like the catalyst for them to finally change their thinking because they've taken such a dramatic mistake or some kind of absurd risk that they put onto something. Alright, I'll check it. I'll check it. 1 second. I'm just putting my desk up. Hold on. I will check it. Um, US 10Y and then US 20. Oh no, US 02Y. What do you mean 20? You mean 20 year, innit? Yeah, 100%. That was typed a bit weird. Okay. I need to get rid of that as percentage, so no. I Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me get ES back up so I can see. Let me just quickly check NQ. I don't want to miss out. Can't. So US 10Y dash US 02Y. Why can't I open that chart? There we go. And you're saying it's going to give you a percentage and mark 0%. So let's get onto some weekly, monthly looking chart. Let's get on the monthly. Okay, 0% is down here, bro. So, alright, now I need to hear an explanation. Press enter. Enter's gonna take me to DXY watch. Is it not? Wait, what is enter doing? Yeah, I did. This is the right chart, bro. Look, wait. I swear. Wait, description. No, wait. Oh, did I do something wrong? Okay, you know, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Maybe that's my bad. Why can't I? No. There we go. I don't know how I don't know how I messed that up, bro. I'll be honest. You know, let's start properly. I'm clicking enter. Okay. This has taken me here. There we go, there we go. Alright, my bad, my bad. I was doing that wrong. Okay, that's basically 0%. And so what are you saying? I've got to check NQ on this screen. Okay, that's fine. Check the dates. So you're saying check the dates where it touched 0. So we've got 1989, 97, 2000, 06 or 07 roughly, 19, and we're below it now, so 23 or above it. Bro, where have you gone, bro? I can't have this up for too long. You know what, let me add this as a bookmark, so then we can go back. I want to keep my NQ chart up for a second, but when you tell me, I'll flick back to it. Oh yeah, 15 minutes looking mad bearish. This is good. I kind of like this. Okay, maybe not mad bearish, but it does look better. It's when we start to move above the 0%, we always get a crisis. So, when do we move above 0%? Bro, come on, man. We've been above 0% for like... I don't know, bro. Where have you got this information from? Just like who's teaching this? Because I know for sure this ain't ICT, and I know it's not like everything has to be ICT, but yeah, who's actually teaching this? Because straight away the thought I would have is that whoever's teaching this, if there's some kind of hedge fund or something, they might have an agenda for teaching this. As in, they want to instill fear or something in the market, maybe for some kind of reason, so that they can do something else. 30 to 10. A crisis. What's going to happen? What kind of crisis do you mean? Because, yo, what you're doing right now is kind of bad because you're technically fear mongering. You're like trying to instill fear, and that's dangerous, bro. That's better dangerous. People do irrational things when they get scared. But how long might, uh, bro? I don't like who's taught this, bro. I do somewhat agree in the sense that I think that something is brewing and that like there is gonna be some kind of problems, some chaos, some changes that happen in the future. But I'm not trying to pick dates with technicals. Like I'm not looking at the charts and trying to say, oh, because of this trend line, this is gonna happen by this date. Technically, because realistically, fundamentals will be the reason something like that happens. It's not going to be because we bounced off an OB breaker type scenario. Oh, okay, so it's you. How do you even like? Where are you getting this? This, I don't know, bro. That's mad. I mean, I know gold is at like all-time highs and doing pretty well or something, isn't it? Oh my god, it's at 2.5. I remember when gold was at like 1.4, bro. 1.5. That is crazy. Wow. But if you're so 100% sure on something, like, look, if I use the same. Hold on. I'm making sure I don't miss out on a trade here. I think there might be a one. Oh, that might be a shame. Okay, there would be no trade for me here, but if it does trade lower and inverses, I don't know. I don't use the 1 minute, but I'll just check it. I just want to see what would happen. But yeah, yo, bro, if you're so 100% sure, yeah, like let's say I just knew that this had to happen. Like now it has to go lower. Why don't I just put all my entire life on the line? If you know for sure something like that is gonna happen. Do I want to push it? No. I called the low on gold in 2023. Okay. Right. Wait, let's check those. Here's something that I would consider though. I would say is that in a bullish market, calling the low technically isn't as difficult as you'd think. Like if you know we're in a market maker model, a bullish market maker model to these highs, still that's pretty sick though. I will keep it real with you though, bro. I do think I think you're going a bit too extreme. I think you're taking it a bit too far in terms of like your approach. But that's all personal. Like, don't let me, as in like, don't take that disrespectfully, and then also don't let me just convince you otherwise, right? Obviously, do what you want to do, but that's just how I see it personally. I might be wrong, I might be right. I don't know. All right, okay, I get you, bro. I get you. Oh look, it did actually inverse and it didn't work. This is exactly why I don't use the 1 minute, bro. Hmm. The 5 minute gap just above. Basically require for the market now to displace up to give me some kind of fair value gap to use as an inverse. That's what I'm waiting for. And if we don't get it, that's fine. Because actually, there is no fair value gap in this entire bit. It did already do a sweep. Here. Yeah, there's nothing to work with in there. Reasons I'm confident about selling is because ES's structure is still bearish, considering that we respected this as an order block closing below. This candle digged back into it. YM looked like it was due for a retracement. Okay, that is a bit of a weak confluence, but it was there. And then DXY was trading higher. Remember when we said that we were looking for these two highs to get taken? So short-term session bias was that these session highs were these internal highs were gonna get taken, meaning that a bearish bias would likely be more suitable. That 5 minute looks likely that it should get touched. Where is discount and premium in relation to this swing? Okay. This is our BPR. This is what's gonna allow me to sell in this direction, in this area. much movement. Alright, I'm gonna dip for like literally maybe 5 minutes tops. I'll be back in a moment though. Won't be long. Oh snap! Right. Okay, I'm back. Um, I didn't see Ross's message. My bad, because I was gone. But peace out, bro. If you're still there. Um, yeah, we did touch that 5 minute perfectly. Kind of expected. It just didn't give us the fair value gap to play with to get in. Yeah.
Have a great day, everyone.
Oh, she did. Okay. Yeah, we're not really gonna get anything from this now. There is still one possibility. So the only opportunity now would be to wait for this 1 minute left of the 15 minute to close. We close below here. We need a touch into that PD array as we're already coming up, right? So we need a sweep. A sweep of these highs that we've got here. Creating some fair value gap. And then that needs to happen before 10:10. 11:10. Otherwise no trade, because I don't trade after that. Silver bullet only. At least we were fairly correct about this 5 minute and understanding the market retracement. It was a good 5 minute sell, I can't lie. For a silver bullet, yeah. There's still hope. 10 minutes, so we get 5 candles, including this candle. So within here, within there, we need to somehow make an up move, down move. Yeah, it ain't happening. Right, I'm gonna dip then, because that ain't happening. Well, thanks for watching. We had a nice chat. Big up the homies. And good luck in the PM session if you're trading at anyone. I think for my prediction that we take this low and continue lower into this daily order block. We might even continue bearish for PM. I don't think we're finished with this week's low yet. So Yep. Alright, stay safe, everyone. Peace out. Thanks for watching.